This is the second time you come from behind in a Super Bowl. And on last Monday, we were talking that you have ready to have dinner with Elway, with the Manning brothers, with Theismann and Staubach. What are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't even sunk in yet. I mean, to be down to a team like that and to come back and win the game, I wish I'd make it easier and not be down, but I feel like I play better when we are down. So I'll try to do whatever I can to learn how to not get in those situations and just start fast and finish faster. But you'll look back on these games the rest of your life, and you'll watch these games when they're on TV and stuff like that. And I'm just glad I get to enjoy it with some of the best men on earth.
But you look great. You look better than during the week. You feel great, right?
Yeah, I felt really good until I retweeted. I kind of aggravated it a little bit, but it was. I mean, you're in the Super Bowl. You can worry about getting it healthy in the off season. So I just kind of fought through, and we were able to win the game.
Right
Right
here.
You talk about Andy gets the best out of you. Travis got emotional talking about his leadership. And what does he mean to you guys, and how does he get the best out of you?
Yeah, it's because I don't want to talk about all coaches, but he's the best coach I've ever had about how he connects with players from everywhere. And I think you heard Frank Clark talk about it during the media week that we did. Is no matter where you're from, he can connect with you, and you can tell he cares about you as a man as much as he does about a player. And so if there's something that's going on in your life, he's going to ask you about it. He's not going to worry about how you're practicing or hey, he needs you to be better here and here. He's going to ask you what's going on. He's going to get that info from you, and he's going to do whatever he can to help. And I think that's been the biggest thing. That's why every player that leaves Coach Reid talks so highly of him, because it's not about. I mean, obviously he wants to win football games and be great, but he cares about the men that step in that locker room and how he make them better whenever they leave it.
Okay, thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it.
Patrick Mahomes, the MVP. All right.
I mean, it felt great until I kind of rolled it a little bit. I felt really good, and then that happened, and I had a lot of soreness going through into halftime, and was able to move it around, kind of get taped up a little bit, and go out there in that second half, and it didn't feel good, but I was going to leave it all out there, and I'm glad that it was enough for the win.
Patrick, what does this mean to you in terms of Andy's success tonight too, and your relationship with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. I think everybody knew that. But these last two Super Bowls kind of cemented that. And to have someone that is such a great person who gets the best out of the players and to become men and players, you wanted to do that. You wanted to win those Super Bowls for them, and it was it's great that we did that. And like you said, man, we're not done. I'm gonna have them around here for a little bit longer at least.
But you mentioned the extended halftime helped you guys kind of rally and get your energy up. What do you recollect from the extended halftime probably work?
Yeah, no, I was proud because I talked a little bit, but it was everybody. It wasn't like I was the only person talking in that locker room, and we just challenged each other, man, to leave everything out there. And I don't want to say we played tight in the first half, but you didn't see that same joy that we played with. And I wanted guys to just know that everything we work for is for this moment. You have to enjoy this moment. You can't let the moment overtake you. I thought the guys did that in the second half, and they fought to the very end. That's all you can ask is guys leave everything they have on the football field. That year, and have a full brand new team and have to go through the strain of being better and better every single day, it gives you a greater appreciation for winning this game.
Patrick, do you feel like this is a greater achievement for the team than the last Super Bowl championship?
Yeah, I mean it's a brand new team. I mean every Super Bowl is something that you'll have for the rest of your life. I think there's only like 12 guys that were on that team that won that first Super Bowl. It might be a little bit more, but so have a brand new team with a lot of rookies playing. That stepped up. I mean, we were down 10 points at halftime to probably the best team in the NFL all year long. And they're known for getting ahead of teams and kind of finishing the game off. And for those guys to step up and make those plays in that second half, man, just speaks to the hard work they put in every single day. And luckily, a lot of those guys are young, so we'll have a lot of those guys back next year.
But how do you think it helped you as a player to have to break in a new group of receivers, all those new guys?
Yeah, I had to become a better leader. And I've always vocally talked. But I take a next step in my leadership ability of how I showed guys how we work and how I couldn't let the little stuff slide because we have such great players around me that have done it for so long. And I had to teach the culture that we have here that I learned from Alex Smith and I learned from Derek Johnson. I had to teach those guys the culture of how we work and do things. And Luckily for me, I have guys like Travis and Frank and Chris that helped me out with that as well. And man, I was proud of those guys, man, how they responded in this big game.